Like many others, I used to believe that hard training left your immune system temporarily at a deficit, leaving an open window where you're more likely to pick up an infection. Lots of previous research assumed this, and that's where I got it from. But it's a myth. Recent research, published in 2020, shows that moderate bouts of moderate to vigorous intensity exercise benefit the normal functioning of the immune system and reduces the risk of respiratory infection and some cancers. Let me lead you through a great summary image and then round up your action steps. Athletes competing at mass sporting events and spectators are exposed to an increased risk of infection. It's effectively the opposite of social distancing. The assumed markers of immune competency in saliva used in previous research varies profoundly between different individuals and even within the same person due to oral health, psychological stress levels, sleep, time of day, and even seasonal changes. Non-exercise factors influence infection risk, including poor sleep quality and quantity, psychological stress, inadequate nutrition, extreme environmental conditions, air travel, particularly across multiple time zones, and genetic SNP variations in critical immune defense genes. While there is an observed drop in the normal number of lymphocytes, white blood cells, in the blood after high intensity or prolonged exercise, this biomarker doesn't support the 1990s concept of an open window, where the immune system is compromised and vulnerable to infection. Current understanding is this biomarker reflects the redistribution of lymphocytes after exercise from the blood to other tissues in the body, such as lungs, parts of the small intestine, bone marrow, and skin. And this is for immune surveillance. That's detecting and destroying virally infected and abnormal cells in the body. So, research shows that even vigorous exercise benefits your immune system and reduces your risk of infection. The resulting increased exchange of immune cells between the blood and the tissues of the body with each bout of exercise likely contributes to enhanced immune surveillance, improved health, and lower risk of illness. It's a myth that training temporarily lays the immune system low, known as open window theory, and that's putting us at risk of infection after a workout. Factors such as stress, sleep, nutrition, inappropriately timed sleep and wake, misaligned sleep-wake and feeding rhythms, infection, vaccination history, and underlying medical conditions could directly impact and contribute to impaired immunity and infection risk, particularly in situations where infection exposure is likely. The primary risk factor for infections is exposure. Your immune system performs best when it's not exposed to environmental sabotage and when bolstered by healthy living strategies such as don't smoke, eat a diet high in fruits and vegetables, exercise regularly, maintain a healthy weight. If you drink alcohol, drink only in moderation. Get adequate sleep. And take steps to avoid infection, such as washing your hands frequently and right now, social distancing. Try to minimize stress, develop emotional intelligence, and learn to meditate. And I'll add to this that exercise should still be progressive and provide enough overload to result in fitness adaptations. This means overloading the combination of intensity, such as weight lifted or heart rate achieved, along with volume, such as exercise sets and reps or minutes duration. And it should be developmental and not maximal. You just need to tip over the threshold that makes you fitter, stronger, more powerful, or faster. As always, minimal dose is the objective. There's no need to completely wipe yourself out to improve. Train smart. All this is relevant before you pick up the COVID-19 virus. If you become infected, even with mild symptoms, then don't train. Prioritize recovery. Once you've fully recovered, follow the points I made in the previous video. Progressively target aerobic capacity and aerobic power to restore your damaged lung function. Resume strength and power training with minimal interruption. But right now, observe those healthy living strategies and keep training with a clear conscience.